What's up everyone, Austin here with the video. Today I'm coming at you with a little of Masterpiece Madness.
You got the touch, you got the power. Yeah.
That's right guys, Masterpiece Megatron, and he is here, he is home. And I'm telling you right now, I am psyched to have this guy. Here he is in his lovely Walther P38 gun mode. And actually, I have decent sized hands to fit this, and I'm only 14 right now. Of course, later on in the near future, you know, I'm going to have this guy, and, you know, my fingers will fit nicely around this guy if it can already fit like that. So before we take a look at the Masterpiece Madness Megatron, we are going to forget about, you know, his accessories here. We're going to be taking a look at the nice Masterpiece box. Here we come to the lovely Masterpiece box, MP5, MP05, whatever you want to call it. It's MP-5, so it's MP5, not MP05, but whatever you want to call them. This is Megatron's box right here, and I love how it says up there in the corner there. I don't know if the camera will really focus in on it. It says Transformers there. It says More Than Meets the Eye right there. It says Masterpiece, and there's a lovely lovely picture of Megatron there with his fusion cannon glowing. Love it. There's a nice picture of his Walther P38 mode with that nice red silk material in the background. Just love it. Of course, there is Japanese writing on it, so you know you're not gonna know what it says. It says Masterpiece on the side there. Same thing on the other side. Then we come around to the top, and it has a very nice picture of Megatron there with his Energon saber. And there it is again. And we come to the, okay, you know what, I'm just going to show off the back of the box, and we'll get to the bottom. Of course, that's all in Japanese. If someone can translate it for me, I'll be happy to know what that says. Here we have Megatron in his lovely robot mode. I am kind of afraid to transform him on camera a little bit, but if I know how to transform him in like 9 minutes or so, because right now my top minutes is like 10. If I can figure out how to do it in like 10 minutes or so, maybe I will do a review of him being transformed. Of course, there it shows a very nice picture of him swinging his Energon Mace thing at Optimus. And a lovely picture of his Energon dagger there, you know, saber dagger with the. And he has his little gun there that he killed Prime with in the movie. He has Crimzeek. Okay. He also has his fusion cannon, which does light up very nicely. And then, of course, there he is in his Walther P38 mode. Of course, right there, it does say Walther P38, and then of course there are all of his accessories. So I come around here to the bottom of the box. There's a lot on these Japanese boxes. You see on the bottom here it has Starscream, you know, the repaint there, and then it has a MP4S, I believe it's 4S, MP4S Optimus Prime there. So, love these Masterpiece boxes. They're the only ones worth collecting. Mine actually has damage on it, and I'll get into that a little more towards the end of the video. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the mean Megatron himself. Also in the box, I almost forgot to mention, it actually has here the instruction manual. These are your friends, okay? Highly recommend using them. If you're like one of those Transformer people that try to guess on your way through transformation, oh, just don't do it. Then of course there's this little bio card here. I'm just going to keep it in the plastic, because that's like, you know, safest place possible for it. And then, of course, when I got everything, it says TF Source here, you know, because this is where I got it from. If you're going to buy stuff from TF Source, just to let you know, some of it might be used. So, you know, and I might as well, you know, be one of those people to advertise in a big bad tool store. I'm going to advertise TF Source now. Why go to the source when you can go, wait. Oh, no. Why go to the store when you can go to the source? Yeah, okay. So, really nice artwork on here on this card. So, that is pretty much what came in the box. Yeah, instruction manual, bio card, which I'd really, you know, like to know what it says. And the TF Source card. Oh my gosh, I am so happy. That's all I can say right now. This is his Walther P38 mode. Yes, has the safety switch that does work, the trigger does work. And this here, if you were to see this on the streets, you would be scared shitless, okay? I'm just gonna, you know, say the beginning of the word there, because really, I mean, Sure, it's oversized, but, like, you see this from a distance, you think that you're gonna die. I mean, you can kind of see through the scope. If it weren't for the, you know, electronics in there, you would actually be able to see through there. And the scope itself is very nicely. Now, I don't really know of any Walther P38s or pistols that actually have a scope. But I've heard of pistols having scopes, but I've never just seen one. So, you know, if someone has, you know, any idea of, like, a video somewhere on YouTube, like a pistol with a scope, I might look it up later, but if you have any idea, just private message me a link, and I'll watch that. Very nice representation of Walther P38. Now, it is big. It is very, very big. The hammer doesn't pull back, unfortunately, but, of course, safety switch does work. Really do love the grips. Of course, they're not die-cast. This whole thing is really plastic, and I'll get into the die-cast parts later. But this guy just looks menacing. I mean, he absolutely looks menacing. The Decepticon symbols on each side, I can't really transform that right. His head is actually stored back here and actually folds all the way up here. This rotates, you know, everything. This guy is the Megatron to get. Very nice looking in his Walther P38 mode. Just, you know, there's light. And it's dead batteries. I'll get into that a little more. So, this guy looks really, really nice. Now, of course, the Walther P38 is going to be, you know, a lot smaller than this. But still, if you were to see this, you know, you would be scared. There's a serial number somewhere right there. Biker Trash, whatever, was saying if someone's serial number was different. Mine's not different from yours, bud. Yeah, you can see there. It's not different. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, history behind these guns. They were used in World War II, German engineering. Yep. No. Alright, so I don't really have anything else to say about him right now in his gun mode. Oh, yeah, I guess I do. I did buy him from TF Source. He was used, so he does have a little bit of wear here. And he does have a little bit of a Decepticon symbol. It is faded, but other than that, whoever had this guy, I thank you for taking such good care of him, because he transforms wonderfully. Like, it goes through so smoothly. I just love it. So, here he is in his gun mode. Now, we're going to go ahead and compare him to a gun as well. So, let's go ahead and get into that comparison. So, here we have Megatron. And now here we have my BB gun, which I absolutely love this thing. This thing absolutely looks real. I could actually really scare someone with this. You know, someone broke in my house. I'm using this to defend myself with. You know, they're gonna think it's real. You know, no orange tip or nothing. This is a BB gun. If you want proof, I don't know what more proof you want. Then okay. So the BBs are gone, but there's reload the BBs. And this guy compared to Megatron, if I could just grab him without the camera falling. Okay. So, you know, that's way off. But then the length is like a whole different story. My BB gun is actually longer than Megatron, and this thing shoots very well. You know, it does shoot well. But then, to have a, you know, a hand pistol BB gun actually longer than this guy, so maybe if someone saw this, they'd think it's a BB gun or something. But, you know, BB guns actually do hurt. I got shot in the ankle with one. It was a Winchester, no, I forget what kind of BB gun it was. But it was one of the rifle BB guns, and it doesn't feel pleasant, so a BB gun will hurt, so, no. Oh yeah, this guy's amazing. So let's go ahead and take a look at his accessories. His accessories for robot mode are his Energon Saber, which looks absolutely amazing. Translucent purple, but, you know, has some weight there, like it's, you know, coming out of the hilt. And it does come out. Caked Up 83 actually super glued it in there. But, you know, I'm gonna keep it like this because, you know, I like my stuff to be original. Maybe when I get older I'll super glue it, but, you know, it doesn't really bother me that much. And it does have a tab there, that way it can fit in his hand. And I'm telling you, this thing looks absolutely amazing. Next accessory, not one of my really favorites, but Crimzeek. I haven't seen him in the show at all. I really haven't. So, if you know an episode or something in Transformers G1 that he was actually starred in it, private message me it and I'll watch it, or else just like put in comment, hey, I found one, and then like somehow create a video response or something, you know, and I'll watch it. But here he is. I mean, to me he's like a little dancing flaming dude with, like, you know, a cool face, you know, of evilness. So I have no articulation for this little fireball dude. So, alright, so here's Crimzeek, and let's go on to the next accessory. His next accessory was the gun that he used to kill Prime in the movie with. No orange tip, and I know this is gonna sound funny, but actually, Megatron there, he did come... Mine didn't come with an orange plug, fortunately. It turns out that some will, and then it turns out that this will actually have an orange tip. Thank God that didn't come with an orange, you know, plug, and then this come with an orange barrel, because, you know, this would look like Galvatron then or something, you know, and I don't want Megatron holding himself, you know, so it'd just be kind of weird. So there's the gun that he killed Prime with in the movie. Of course, it does have a little tab there. So there's a little hand pistol, and now let's get on to my favorite accessory, the nice purple Energon Mace, baby. Here's the part that clips in his hand. It doesn't clip in his hand, you just like fold his hand in and clip it on. It has a very, very, very lovely lengthy chain. Yeah. And then that lengthy chain leads to the mace, which is a nice purple translucent spiky ball thing of death, you know. And this thing, I absolutely love the picture where he's like, you know, having it, like, it's floating off, you know, like it's gonna hit Optimus. I really do love that, you know. This guy's mace is pretty darn amazing. Absolutely love it. For a fun comparison, here we have Masterpiece Megatron again, and then here we have Legends Megatron. Now, yeah, this guy has an annoying orange tip. I absolutely hate it, but, you know, of course you can paint it over, else, you know, so something like that. Like I said, there is a spot in there. If you can see those little tab things in there, those are places for like a little annoying orange plug to go, and luckily mine did not come with that, unless of course the previous owner of this guy had it and just took it out and like never put it with him, which, you know, previous owner, I thank you for that, because I was really hoping for no orange plug, because I've heard from so many people that it is a pain in the to take out. So so I kind of thank you for that. Yeah, look right down the barrel. As inside the scope. I still didn't change the batteries. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to transforming this guy, but it's just that you don't have to go through the, you know, 20-minute transformation. I'm gonna do little movie magic to go from this to absolutely marvelous robot mode. So let's go ahead and get to transforming into robot mode. Well, you're not gonna see it, but you'll see him in his robot mode. And now, after only about 10 minutes of transformation, here we have Masterpiece Megatron in his robot mode. Now, like I said, I did buy him from TF Source, so he was used. So the only problem that I have with it is this. Whoever had it did not take care of his foot well. They didn't take care of the box one bit, but they took care of this guy so well. But then his foot is just like, so, you know, that's going to be a problem. They took care of him very nicely. I do have to admit, whoever had this did take care of him. Everything is really, really good on him. And articulation for this guy is amazing. His head is on a ball joint, and there's his head there. It's a very nice face. Very nice. Really nice Decepticon symbol. So there's a ball joint for his head. For his arms, we have Ratchet up here. In and out then, and then we have two bendy points at the elbow, and then we also have swivel here at the elbow. wrists rotate. I didn't want to rotate that. I want to rotate the wrist. And this due to, you know, putting his mace in and whatnot. And then his fingers are individually articulated, you know. They can all move, you know, different which ways and whatnot. So this guy, you could get legs going in and out like that, and back and forth, which I'm not even going to bother doing, but, you know, they can. You got 2 bendy points at the knees. There you go, you can see them. And then you have a ball joint at the foot. So you can get really good poses with this guy. You know, really, really good ones. And his foot, again, is giving me a lot of trouble. It doesn't like pegging in, so, you know, if you're the guy who owned this and you're watching this, you know, I'd like to know, you know, why? You know, why did you let him go to crap, you know? Why'd you have to do that? So let's go ahead and get on to his accessories. So now here we have him with his Energon dagger in his hand, and he looks marvelous with that. I mean, he looks absolutely marvelous. So let's go ahead and take this and put this in his hand. Let's see what that looks like. Die, Prime, die. Yeah. I forget exactly what he said in the movie when he had this and he was like shooting at Optimus, but pretty much he found this gun laying on the ground, you know, spoilers here, from 1986. I believe it was 86 or 87. What happened was he found it laying on the ground. Optimus was about to finish him when all of a sudden this guy saw it, grabbed it, and just started, die, Prime, die, and all. So, yeah, that's pretty much a blaster. I forget if he used his, one of my favorites, the Energon Mace with the giant long chain. But we're going to go ahead and put that on and see what that looks like. Now, to put the mace on, you just want to take his fingers, kind of fold them, you know, into a really tight fist, you know, and then just kind of get his thumb there. And then just like Masterpiece Prime, you want to open this up, fold his hand in, fold it like that. And this right here is going to need to be, you know, brought out. You know, that's also part of the transformation, but I just kind of leave it closed unless I'm absolutely gonna use the mace. Likes to be a pain in the butt too. Alright, so then you take that, spread that, and then this goes right on here. And now you have his mace connected, which is a very, 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 very nice long chain. I absolutely love the little, you know, spiky ball, translucent spiky ball of death thing, you know. I really do like that. So, and of course, you know, his fusion cannon, which does light up, you know. Pew pew. Yeah. I am absolutely happy I got this guy. And I know when I have him on my dresser, you know, I'm gonna have to take down my Transformers Prime display and put this guy up. Forget about Transformers Prime. This guy is an absolute masterpiece, and I have to really, really put him up there. I really do. Now, probably one of my most, you know, not so favorite accessories would have to be Crimzeek. Sure, like I said, he does look like a little flaming ball dude, you know, like a human caught on fire, you know, running around randomly, you know, I'm on fire! But, you know, there's Crimzeek, you can see him better now. But all it is, there's really nice molded detail on this guy. I actually kind of like him, kind of not. I mean, it's personal, you know, preference. And now we're going to go ahead and take this guy and have just a few comparisons with him. And that'll be about it for the review after those. So here we have Masterpiece Megatron. And now here we have Transformers 1, you know, 2007 model Megatron, you know. He's noisy. This guy here, yeah, Masterpiece is going to be a lot bigger, so this is kind of like unfair here, you know. Then the cool thing is with his Energon Mace, of course, you know, this guy, you know, I guess you could think that this is a mace, you know, that comes out of him or whatnot. So this right here, I mean, I guess it's a good comparison, you know. I mean, I guess. Now this guy is a lot more heavier. That guy's like a lot more lighter. I'll tell you that. If you want to see a video review of this guy or Transformers 1 Megatron, just let me know. But here's the Legends class one, and I'm just going to kind of put him down here. That's kind of like a really, really unfair comparison, if you ask me. That just just wow. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and do like a slow 360. I'm going to point out the die-cast metal parts. Feet, die-cast metal. This one just, you know, fails me. And it bugs me to no end. Sure, I'm very happy that and very honored to have this guy. But, you know, the foot's just going to bother me. So, you know, now we're going to go on to the 360 here, you know. Take a good look at him because he's going to be in his robot mode forever. I'm telling you that right now. And of course, where you get more of your die casts, there's a spinal section in here, and then these pieces here that connect the arms. And there's little die cast metal bits right there somewhere. And then plus, I know this is going to look like it hurts here. Maybe I can show it off somehow. Okay, right in there. Right there's another die-cast bar, and that helps hold everything together. So pretty much they have die-cast metal at any part that's pretty much that they think is going to break. So, you know, that's going to make you wonder, you know, shall I get this figure or not? And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to only recommend him for adult collectors, or else I'm sorry for the camera shaking, or else for collectors like me that know that they're going to be responsible. I am a collector that is very responsible with my Transformers, and I make sure that they, you know, on display, you know, and everything. You know, I was younger in 2007. I played with Barricade, you know, my first ever Transformer, pretty darn hard, and he has like all loose joints and stuff. This guy here wasn't played with, but I could tell he was transformed a lot from the previous owner. So, you know, I guess I would, you know, recommend him, I guess, but it's just, you know, hard, because, you know, I'm afraid that I'm going to recommend it, and then someone's going to buy it, and it breaks, and then they're going to blame me and say, you know, you told me you recommended it for me, and then it broke. Well, I can't help it that you listen to my recommendations, you know. You break it, you buy it, and, you know, it's already bought. You know, you break it, then, you know. There's a really nice little detail there. So, I'd recommend it for adult collectors and responsible collectors. So, I guess this is it for the review. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm very happy, and of course, you know, everyone's saying congrats that I got Megatron. You know, I am very happy, but you know, why have all those accessories? You know, MGO said that this would solve all your problems. I highly agree, and I know a lot of people are going to say, why didn't you take the cannon off the whole time in robot mode? Well, there you go, people that are always annoying. Now you can see his robot mode without his cannon. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you like this video review. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'm going to bring back my old slogan, make your day and sub right away, because this channel is for Transformers people and tractors. So, thanks for watching, guys, and you know, comment, rate, subscribe, all that. Okay, so, adios. Crimzik, bring me my gun.
Here is your gun, master.
Crimzik, that is not my gun. Crimzik, why did you bring that thing here?
I didn't try to, master. I really didn't.
I am a miniature version of you. Wait. Oh, what the?